Some people tend to take no very personally as a refusal of themselves, and I don't think that's a healthy habit. It's a healthy habit of the mind. And really, truly, in the world today, it is just important to not take everything personally, and sometimes no is just a simple, meaningless, objective no. Hello, this is Father Sunny, and welcome to another dose of Holy. Today, I'd like to talk about the art of saying no. There really are situations in life when somebody asks us to do something and we just cannot do it. Or sometimes somebody's offering us something, maybe to eat or to do or to experience, and we just really cannot do it. And it's the best thing to simply learn how to say a gracious and a grateful no. I'm sorry, but no, I can't. Thank you so much, but no. Or I am so sorry, but I just cannot. Or just plain and simple, no. God bless you. There is merit in simply being honest and saying it no, just point blank, instead of going around and saying yes and then later on you don't do it, or you say that you will show up and then suddenly you didn't show up just because you were afraid to say no. Some people have a tendency to be afraid to say no because they think that when they say no, it's a refusal of the very person that's inviting them or offering them something. And sometimes no doesn't have to mean anything more than simply saying no to whatever is being offered, but not necessarily to the person that's offering it. It's also important to see no from the point of view of the person who's offering the no, the something, Like sometimes out of the goodness of our hearts, we might invite other people to help them on something. For example, sometimes, when I see somebody who's challenged with camera and there's a couple that are like, they're taking a picture together and they're trying to get a selfie, and I know it's not gonna look good. Sometimes I go to them and say, do you want me to take your picture? And sometimes they just say no. And if they say no, it doesn't have to mean anything other than they'd rather take it on their own, and then you just say okay, and then you move forward. Some people tend to take no very personally as a refusal of themselves, and I don't think that's a healthy habit. It's a healthy habit of the mind. And really, truly, in the world today, it is just important to not take everything personally, and sometimes no is just a simple, meaningless, objective no. And it's also important that when we say no, it is because we understand the reason why we are saying no. It's not just to say no for no reason at all. Sometimes it's important before we refuse something, that we might have a real reason, a real understanding of what is being offered and why it's really no. We don't want it. Because sometimes we refuse certain things that are actually truly helpful to us. When somebody is offering a real help and we say no because we're just too stubborn, it's a missed opportunity. And so before we say no, it's also important that we learn the art of understanding and openness to what is being offered to us. So no can be very, very complicated, but it can boil down to these three things. No that is not personal, to say no to somebody. Number two, no when when you're offering something to someone and they say no, and that's okay. And no, and understanding why it is no and not yes. On this kind of dreary, showery, gloomy, cloudy autumn day, I greet you happy, holy, and healthy life. This is Father Sunny, and this is another dose of Holy. Until next time, God bless you.